how did you
Here,
guys?
I'll tell you how I met Ned.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
How do you guys hook up then?
Yeah. You know, I think I met Ned over at Powerhouse. He was a trainer over
Now,
there.
he told me you hadn't picked up a weight before 48. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, I'd probably picked up a weight, but I hadn't focused on bodybuilding. I mentioned to Ned that I thought I'd like to do a show. And he kind of said that I'd like to help you, so I thought that was a good time for me to hire Ned. So
Yeah,
I
that's
hired
good.
Ned back in 2010 for a show, and we did about a 7-month run, getting ready
Yeah.
for it. So
Okay.
that's kind of how we met.
So what? So tell us about your experience. You see, when did a show? How'd you go there?
Very first show I did, 2007.
Uh-huh.
I went up there and I did the master's class, and I got second, but there was
Okay.
only 2 of us in that class.
Okay.
So
That's good. If you got third,
I
you
got
were
some iron. I got some iron. But then I went on to I competed in the open class in the middleweight, and there was like 9 or something like that in that, and I got second in that class.
Okay.
And then they had another one they called Mr. Dakota Athlete or whatever, and anybody from North and South Dakota could compete in it.
Yep.
And there was about 14 or 16 in that class, and I won that class.
Talk about that. Why do you think a coach is important?
Oh man,
What do you get from a coach that you don't get from yourself?
stability.
Okay.
You get an honest eye and stability. You get a little calmness. You know, it's real hard for a guy or a competitor to eat the food every day and do the workouts every day,
Yep.
and then see the changes, and then think that you're not getting the progress that you have, and then a coach comes in and maybe hasn't looked at you for 4 or 5 days and takes a look and goes, "Yeah, we're right on track." And
Yeah.
it gives you that mental stability to go back out there and do it all over again for another 5 or 6
It's that
days.
feedback, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the positive or the negative feedback. We got to do this, or we got to change your diet up and stuff. So you know, it's that. Lots of people understand they got to eat. Lots of people start getting a little bit freakish when they start losing some size, though.
Yes.
Especially in the
It's a
bodybuilders.
head
Not so
game.
much in the figure models and bikini and stuff, but it gets to be a head game. You know, you start losing some size and you think, you know, you're screwing up.
Yeah.
So, and that's where a good coach comes in.
No,
Puts it together.
when we were talking, Ned, you talked about how, as a coach, as a competitor, you would get the enjoyment of one show, but as a coach, you got enjoyment out of multiple shows. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's because if you have 8, 10 people in a show, and so each time you get the same excitement. When you do it yourself, you're out there and you're out there by yourself. You do your thing and you're out. It's done.
Yeah.
When we have 8 or 10 people in a show or 5, well, it doesn't matter how many you have. Each time the person's out there, you get the same feeling. So it just multiplies it more than one time.
Yep.
So it's almost more rewarding being a coach and having people out there and competing and doing things because you just keep living your excitement
Yep.
more than once.